Well, I'm going to try making this video one more time. Once again, guys, I apologize for all the difficulties I'm having. I'm just trying to get the best and optimal setup for my future videos, so it's very important that although I'm making mistakes, and this may seem kind of annoying, in the long run, we're going to have some good beneficial results from all this shit, so just be patient, man. I'm working as hard as I can to fix everything out the little issues we're having here, so in the future, we have 100% quality and you guys really enjoy the content I'm producing here. I'm just checking the screen. I want to see how the stream's coming out. I raised the bitrate. I raised the FPS. So all this should hopefully produce a higher quality stream. So thank you to that one person who's here. You know, yeah, I'm just gonna wait about a couple of seconds here, just make sure everyone who came by the past two streams sees this one. This is indeed the final attempt at this video. Man, streaming is tough. Streaming is tough. But overall, I do believe it's beneficial in the end. You just have to get to that point where it's most beneficial to the viewer, you know? So, for the third time now, let's get to the actual news here. The Nintendo NX and dev kits. This is a controversial subject, people. Hopefully you've heard about this, but if you haven't, I'll give you a brief overview of the subject here. Nintendo X dev kits have been increasingly hard to get, have been increasingly difficult for developers to acquire this generation. For some reason, Nintendo is being very, very secretive about these dev kits. They don't want anyone to just get it. My guess is they don't want people leaking the specifications and the features of the device, as that has yet to be confirmed yet. That's my guess. I don't think they have in my opinion, not only that, but I don't think they have a final product yet. I think Nintendo is still tinkering with the device. So they give out all these dev kits, right? So they may have to take these things back or something because they may not be compatible with the past dev kits if I think they're going to do what they think they're going to do, which is I think they're going to keep changing the dev kit, keep changing the console. Like they're adding VR now, people are thinking. And I think Nintendo has yet to really decide on a final design for the console yet. I know. I actually think that could be the case. I don't think they've decided on a final design for this console yet, which is why people are confused about the dev kit. So you have a couple of first-person accounts here, right? Nintendo NX is supposed to come out in 2017, but there's rumors suggesting that may be delayed until mid-2017. So I understand why Nintendo hasn't given dev kits to everyone yet, but still, it's kind of unacceptable to some of the people who haven't received dev kits yet. You have Toy for Bobs. These are people who helped create the Skylanders series, right? The toys specifically, and they say this is Skylanders here, a pretty big series that makes hundreds of millions of dollars on Nintendo platforms. They said we haven't heard anything from Nintendo. I mean that's pretty significant. You also have Lou Stewart, who's also for Toys for Bob. He also mentioned how they haven't heard shit yet about Nintendo and the next dev kit, which is big. These are relatively major devs. And you have one more dev here, right here. I'm Ready at Dawn. I say these are the people who worked on the what game is this here? I believe they worked on The Order. Let me double check on that. Ready at Dawn. I'm pretty sure they worked on The Order, 1886. I think. Let me check on that. Oh yes, they worked on The Order, which is pretty significant. That's very, very significant news in my opinion. So, hey guys, this is absolutely insane in my opinion. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, but yeah, The Order developer. This was a second party developer a year ago, right, for Sony. So this is insane. This is insane news how this happened. Yeah, Spider-Man. This is wow. I would agree with you on this. This is indeed a wow. This is wow. You're right. This is wow right here. This is insane. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, just check the stream for a minute. Sorry if you heard anything coming out of that. So, let's keep going down here. Also, Game Trust. Game Trust, a GameStop subsidiary. Mark Stanley, Vice President of Internal Development in Game Trust, had to say this. We're seeing where Nintendo's going. Since they announced NX, they've been kind of wrangling a lot of inquiries, and from my perspective, it seems like they're trying to get hands around what type of content they want to have for. Okay, so, oh yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, Spider-Man. I'm definitely worried about this as well. I'm kind of scared Nintendo doesn't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. It's insane. It's kind of illogical not to give away company secrets. Well, the problem. Let me explain to you the problem with that statement. Developers take years and years to make games, right? And we're not talking about small indie games, right? These are second-party developers. These are big developers. Skylanders and The Order. Do you know how long it takes to make that Order 1886 game? It probably took them a couple of years to make that game, right? So, giving it to developers is not giving away the secrets. That's a difference. There's a difference between those two things here. I'm just saying that's my personal opinion. But you're allowed. I'll let you comment back so you can maybe give me some more information on what you mean by that comment, because you know I don't think you're giving away secrets by doing that. In my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's get going on here. Obviously, Nintendo's being very secretive. We knew that already. I mean, that's common sense here. Let's see some of the comments. What are people saying about this subject? People are starting to think it's a handheld. Nintendo keeps it very tight. Yeah, we know that. I mean, Nintendo definitely does that. Hey, we got 3 people now here. That's great news. Attention seekers. Yeah, it could be that too. But these are developers. I'm not sure if I would agree with that. Not everyone. Yeah, exactly. Not everyone's getting blocked out. Yes, that is true. Yes, that is definitely true. You have EA, Activision, and Ubisoft. They all have dev kits. It's basically make it firm at this point. Big studios. So yeah, guys, I'm getting a common consensus here that people are kind of okay with this decision, but not really. I don't know. In my personal opinion, I'm not okay with this. I do believe that all these, even mid-range dev and high-range dev should have this. I understand that small indie people that take like a month to make a game. You're right. They definitely should have access to the dev kit yet, but I don't know. It's definitely a very interesting decision by Nintendo. I do wonder how it will affect them in the long term by not giving everyone who wants a dev kit. You know what I'm saying? By making this dev kit hard to get, I do wonder how it's going to affect them in the long term. I wonder. Yeah, exactly, Spider-Man. I agree. Exactly. We agree here. You gotta give it to the devs, man. Even if they're not the biggest dev out there. Like I said before, maybe it's a very small dev that they make like I don't know, like a little running game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe okay, you can wait on that. But any mid range guys, any people who makes the Order 1886 or Skylanders, yo, you give them the fucking dev kit. I think you definitely have to give those people a dev kit. They're big enough, man. They've earned your respect. Skylanders has grossed hundreds of millions of dollars recently. You know, it's ridiculous how they don't consider that as a big enough dev. You know, I don't like that at all. So once again, guys, if you're just coming in now, I'm sorry. This is indeed the 3rd time I'm making this video. I'm very sorry about that, and I appreciate you guys watching it 3 times now. But this is indeed the version that should be final. You know, should be final. And if you're new to my videos or anything, guys, I do have a new API here for making videos, for streaming and stuff. You see the donation thing up here. If you want to do that, you can do that. You have all the stuff down here. But overall, guys, I'm really happy about the way it came out. Hopefully, this is a long-term solution to making videos, but I don't know yet. It depends, you know. I'm still working out some things, but this should be a pretty good solution to all my problems, you know. Let's see here. It seems we just lost 2 people there. I'm not sure what happened there, but we just lost 2 people. That kind of sucks. Overall, I mean, I believe that's really all I wanted to mention about this subject. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got a comment here. They said they did not want NX to leak out because rival companies would steal their technology. As for Skylanders, there are almost a game per year, so if NX has a strong lineup of first party. Okay, that I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying. Made me think about that. I guess that's a good point. I guess that's a good point. Hopefully you're right about that. You know what's kind of weird right now? The stream says it's only 1 person watching, yet you guys just made 2 comments, so that watching information is probably wrong. Won't be a problem to not sharing dev kits early on. Well, how about this? If you do agree to take this side here, when the Nintendo NX comes out, right, and there's like 2 games for it, that does happen, then you gotta take that back. But if there is a lot of games coming out at launch, then okay, then you're right. But I'm just saying, I'm just worried when I get to launch and you're gonna be at the Wii U, you're gonna have like 2 games, like maybe 1 good game at launch, and you're gonna have to wait 6 months to a year for another good game. That's what I'm concerned about regarding the NX, and I'm scared that's gonna happen. You know. But you know, I don't mind being proved wrong on that. But I'm just saying, I'm scared that there won't be enough content at NX for launch. And I wish Nintendo, another thing, who cares about technology? Who cares about like innovation? In my opinion, just make a powerful console. For the nice GameCube or like a Wii U Pro controller, right? You use the Wii U Pro controller, make that the official controller, and make a powerhouse, and invite and embrace third parties, and that's all Nintendo would have to do. But for some reason, they think they need to make these innovations, because this is the problem. They're stuck on the Wii. They're stuck on the success of the Wii. They wanna replicate that. But what they don't understand is that they got so fucking lucky on that that will never ever happen ever again. That's the problem. Nintendo does not get that. But they keep trying to be like the Wii. Because before that, think about it, the GameCube was a very streamlined console. It was pretty powerful for the time. I'm pretty sure it was the second most powerful console. So yeah, it was. I think it was stronger than the Xbox back then. I think, but do that. The N64 once again, it had a weird controller, but other than that, it was a pretty streamlined console. SNES, NES, also very streamlined, powerful for their era. That's what makes Nintendo successful, not gimmicks. They call it technology. I call it gimmicks, man. That's what I consider this stuff to be, in my opinion. But overall, I believe I've stated everything I want to say, guys. If you guys want to mention anything else, let me know right now. So I'll give you guys a second here. I know the stream's about 10 to 15 seconds behind. So give you guys a minute to say any last minute comments you guys want to mention here. Sorry, I still have a cold. I'm almost over. It's almost gone now. It's definitely getting better, but it's still noticeable. Nintendo never hung up on their power and specs. Well, have you ever seen the SNES before? You ever seen the GameCube before? I don't know if that's entirely true. And they want to innovate to make games more than. Yeah, you're right. You're right about the innovation part, but I don't like that idea. That part's true. Usually they do. Usually that's true. Usually that is true about the innovation part, but still, I wish they didn't do it like that. I wish they didn't do it like that. You know. I wish they focus. Oh shit! Yeah, new person here. Sony and Microsoft did the same thing with the dev kit. Well, okay. Hey, man, I was unaware of that. I was unaware of that. My bad. I didn't know that. I guess that's a common industry practice these days to do something like that. I guess. Okay, you guys had me on that. Yeah. I'm gonna test the input lag here. How far behind the stream? How far is the stream behind? I'm just curious. I'm gonna do a little test here. Make a comment. Yo. How long does it take for that? Oh. It's not bad at all. The stream's not too far behind at all. I thought it was behind by a lot. That's about 5 seconds. That's not bad at all. But not bad at all. So overall, guys, anything else you want to say before we end the video? I thought it was behind by a lot. That's about 5 seconds. That's not bad at all. Great. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, 4 people here now. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 4 people here now. Hey, it's gaining popularity, this video. Maybe I'll keep going then. So, anything else you guys want to say or anything? I'm all ears for now. So, anything else you guys want to say or? Yes, that's it, guys. Overall, I really hope you enjoyed that video. This should be the final version of this video. I'm very sorry about all the stuff I've been pulling recently. Hopefully, we're almost done with all the technical difficulties. So thank you and bye.